In our last journey, we stared into the heart of a storm of our own making, a world grappling with climate collapse. The skies darkened, not just with clouds, but with the weight of our choices. We witnessed the consequences of years of neglect, as nature's fury was unleashed upon the cities and the people who once believed themselves untouchable. Coastlines were swallowed by rising tides, fertile lands turned to dust, and survival became a desperate struggle for millions. Families wandered through barren fields searching for hope where there was none. The world we knew was slipping through our fingers, replaced by a harsh new reality. The question remains, do we have the will to change course? Can we summon the courage to face the unknown and rewrite our story? Or will we remain trapped by fear and indecision? But not all forces shaping our world are of our own making. Some are vast, ancient, and utterly beyond our control, forces that have shaped the universe since the dawn of time. Some are woven into the very fabric of existence, fundamental laws we take for granted, like the pull of gravity, the flow of time, or the dance of atoms. These invisible rules hold everything together, from the smallest grain of sand to the largest galaxy. But what if, for just a moment, one of those pillars, like gravity, vanished? Imagine the world pausing, reality itself bending in ways we can barely comprehend. Welcome to Impossible Reality, where we explore the extraordinary hidden beneath the ordinary. Here, we challenge what you think you know, and invite you to question the very nature of existence. Our mission is to challenge your perception and reveal the fragile complexity of our world. Every connection, every law, every moment is more delicate than it seems. Tonight, we don't look to the future, but to the invisible thread holding our reality together. We'll unravel the mysteries that keep our universe in balance. Imagine standing still, feeling grounded, yet you're hurtling through space, anchored only by gravity. It's a force so constant, we rarely notice it, yet it shapes every moment of our lives. What if, for just 1 second, that force disappeared? What would happen if the anchor that holds us to Earth was suddenly gone? What would happen to you, our cities, our planet? Tonight, we'll journey into the heart of the impossible, and together, we'll find out. Gravity, the cosmic glue that binds the universe together, quietly shaping everything we know. It's the invisible force of attraction between any two objects with mass, no matter how big or small, near or far. Earth's gravity gives us weight, holds our atmosphere in place, and keeps our world from drifting apart. It's the reason we don't float away, and why the air we breathe stays close to the ground. Without gravity, life as we know it would be impossible. Buildings, oceans, and even the air would simply vanish into space. Gravity shaped our solar system, formed our sun and planets, and keeps the moon in orbit around Earth, guiding the dance of celestial bodies. It dictates the flow of rivers, the rise and fall of tides, and even the shape of mountains. Every landscape on Earth is sculpted by its pull. Every living thing, from the tiniest insect to the tallest tree, has evolved under gravity's constant influence, adapting to its gentle but unyielding tug. It's the silent conductor of the cosmic orchestra, holding stars and galaxies together, orchestrating the grand structure of the universe. Yet, we rarely pause to appreciate its power, or consider how much we depend on it every moment of our lives. So, let's begin our thought experiment. Imagine, just for a moment, a world without gravity. For 1 second, gravity vanishes, completely. Everything that was held down is suddenly free. Across the planet, the rule that governed Earth for billions of years is suspended. The familiar order is instantly broken. The consequences are instant, absolute, and catastrophic. Objects, people, and even the oceans begin to drift upward, chaos unfolding in every direction. The world is about to leap into the unknown, untethered from the force that has always kept it grounded. There is nothing to catch it. For the first time, everything is truly weightless, and the consequences are only just beginning. The change is silent, no warning, no sign. It's as if the world holds its breath, and for a heartbeat, everything is still. There's no sound, no tremor, just a sudden impossible shift in reality. One instant, you're grounded. The next, you're impossibly light. The familiar weight of your body vanishes, replaced by a dizzying sensation of weightlessness. You feel your stomach drop as if on a roller coaster, but there's no track, only open air. The pressure on your feet vanishes. You're no longer held down. The ground, once so solid and dependable, is suddenly irrelevant. You're suspended, untethered, and the rules you've always known no longer apply. Earth spins at over 1,000 miles per hour, and you retain that momentum. The planet's rotation, usually unnoticed, now becomes a force that hurls you sideways with unimaginable speed. You're flung sideways, not upward, into the air. The cityscape blurs past you as you're launched horizontally, your body twisting helplessly in the wind. Imagine a city square, people, cars, animals, all launched into the air, moving in the direction they were going. The scene is surreal, as if gravity itself has been switched off, and everything is set adrift. Panic erupts as the world becomes a chaotic ballet of floating bodies and debris. Screams echo through the air, mingling with the sound of shattering glass and twisting metal. This isn't gentle floating, it's a violent launch. People are ripped from the ground, their hands grasping for anything solid, but nothing holds. In 1 second, you'd rise nearly 5 meters, higher than a second-story window. The world you knew is now a dizzying blur below you, shrinking with every heartbeat. Everything not anchored joins you. Cars, buses, bricks, animals. The city becomes a storm of objects, all moving together, all helpless in the grip of this new force. The Earth's crust, no longer compressed, begins to expand, triggering massive earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The ground splits open, buildings tremble, and the very foundation of the world is torn apart. The core, freed from pressure, starts to decompress violently. Magma surges upward, bursting through the surface in fiery explosions that light up the night. The entire planet shudders, a geological spasm from which it may never recover. The shock waves ripple across continents, leaving devastation in their wake. All of this unfolds in the first fraction of our 1-second nightmare. The world is untethered. Chaos reigns. In this moment, the laws of nature are rewritten, and nothing is as it was, and the second has only just begun. The true consequences are still to come. Let's slow down the first half second. Instantly, every person, animal, and object is airborne. Cars lift from roads, trains become unguided missiles, oceans and rivers, no longer held down, shatter into droplets and blobs, forming a chaotic fog. The planet is enveloped in a sphere of its own water. The atmosphere, unbound, begins to escape into space. Air pressure plummets. Breathing becomes nearly impossible. The bends set in. The sky darkens as our protective shield flees. At half a second, you're 2.5 meters up, still rising. Buildings and bridges, designed for gravity, start to fail. The world is coming apart, and we're only halfway through the second. As we pass the halfway mark, disaster expands from personal to planetary. The moon, no longer bound, veers off its orbit, setting it on a new, dangerous path. On Earth, people and debris float in thin, cold air. The sky grows dark as the atmosphere escapes. The planet's geology revolts. Massive earthquakes and volcanic eruptions erupt worldwide. The ground fractures, the crust destabilizes. By the end of the second, much of the atmosphere and water is lost to space. The moon's orbit is forever changed. Every living thing and loose object is suspended, moving at hundreds of miles per hour. The world is a maelstrom, and now, gravity is about to return. The fall is coming. 1 second ends. Gravity slams back into existence. There's no gentle descent, just a violent drop. Everything flung into the air crashes down. Falls from 16 feet are deadly. The ground has shifted beneath you. Cities are bombarded by metal, glass, and people. Cars crush anything below. People inside buildings fall hard. The world is filled with 1 billion impacts. Oceans and rivers, now airborne, crash down as a global deluge. Tsunamis scour the land. The atmosphere, pulled back, creates hyperhurricanes, tearing buildings apart. The earth reels, crust slams together, triggering more earthquakes. Volcanoes erupt with renewed fury. The surface becomes a hellscape of fire, flood, wind, and shaking earth. The second of silence is replaced by the roar of a dying world. In the aftermath, the world is unrecognizable. Survivors are few, those lucky enough to be sheltered from falling debris. Cities are flattened by impacts, winds, and floods. Fires rage, fueled by broken gas lines and hurricane winds. The human cost is astronomical. Billions perish. Infrastructure is obliterated. No power, water, or communication. The environment is devastated. Much of the atmosphere is lost. Radiation increases, and water sources are contaminated. Volcanic ash blocks the sun. plunging Earth into a volcanic winter. The planet's very shape and tides are forever changed. Even if some survive, the long-term consequences are relentless. Volcanic winter lasts years, sunlight fades, temperatures plummet, photosynthesis halts, food chains collapse, mass extinctions follow. Survivors face a dark, frozen world with little oxygen and dangerous radiation. Society collapses, daily life becomes a struggle for survival. The moon's new orbit causes constant earthquakes and unpredictable tides. The climate swings between extremes, the planet is in turmoil for millennia. Humanity, and most complex life, likely cannot survive. Earth becomes a scarred, silent monument to a single lost second. This impossible second reveals a humbling truth. Our existence is balanced on a knife's edge. We live, unaware of the cosmic forces that grant us every moment. The laws of physics are not suggestions, they are the framework of our world. Suspending just one for a second brings annihilation, not inconvenience. We are not masters, but participants, subject to the universe's rules. Our planet and lives are the result of a delicate cosmic arrangement. This thought experiment should inspire wonder and respect for the forces holding our world together. We live in a cosmic sweet spot, fragile, yet beautiful. Let's appreciate the stability we have, but our curiosity continues. What if the air we breathe vanished for just 5 seconds? Join us next time on Impossible Reality as we explore more mysteries. Let's go find some answers.
You've seen what could happen, but this was only the beginning. Next episode, what if gravity